105 on the Bounce Detroit, Throwback for hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Showtime the Czar. I have a very special guest in here with me today. She does a lot of acting. Okay, you probably seen her in some of your favorite movies on Tubi and multiple platforms. But lately, you've been seeing her harass some of your favorite celebrities as Rich Flex. We got Talia Breanna in studio. What up, though? Welcome to the show. Got me stuttering in here. Thank you for coming. First off, happy belated birthday.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Always, always. What'd you do for your birthday, man?
I got turned.
That's what's up.
No, I enjoyed myself. I was with my family.
You lost your voice and stuff, too, so it definitely sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So I want to start from you acting, man. When did you begin that? Because in high school, that's how I know her. We went to the same high school, but you was a cheerleader. Now you jumped into the acting. How did you get from cheerleader to acting?
Acting has always just been my passion, like just being a star. I always saw myself as like a star. Grew up Disney, Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you know what? I used to sign my name on the door, have my autographs. You remember the pop magazines and stuff like that, Bow Wow and everything. Like, I don't know. I just
you
always
took me back with that one, the pop magazine. Yeah.
For real. I used to just always have a desire to be like a Disney kid, and just taking it to the next level with my acting and just persevering from there.
What was your first role that you did? Do you remember?
I do remember. So I did do a play in LA. My very first lead role would be 5 Minutes, which is on Tubi now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
That was one of my first lead roles.
Your first time acting, were you nervous? What was that being in front of the camera? What was that like being in front of the camera?
It was definitely exciting. I was definitely nervous. I just had to push through it and study. I studied my lines within 3 days of getting the script, so I was really excited about that. But just being around so many cameras and so many people and actually have to portray that role makes me so nervous, because it's I have to make sure I get it, because the directors see a vision and you want to put that out so that way it can come together.
What was the role? What was the character?
From what I remember, I was young, naive. My name was Kelsey.
Okay.
And I was dating a young man who just had multiple things going on in his life that cost him 5 minutes of his life. And if you go, that 5 minutes that took, you'll have to watch it, because I don't want to tell it, But for those that didn't watch it, but for those that did watch it, you will understand the message on what can happen within 5 minutes of just making a wrong decision.
What do you think is the most challenging part about acting?
The most challenging would be, I would say, becoming that character.
Right. Because people get stuck in that.
They get stuck in it, for sure. And some people can't put it out there because they will compare it to who they really are.
Right.
And not that character.
Have you ran into that where you was like, I can't do this character because it doesn't align with me as a person?
Yes, I actually had turned down some roles just because it wasn't necessarily I couldn't become that character. I just didn't want to have that over my life. There are certain roles I'll pray over it because I don't want it to actually happen. I don't want to speak it into existence. And then there are some roles I was just like, oh no, I can't do that for sure.
Have you played in a comedy where you're less... Okay, let me ask you this. Is it less stressful to play in a comedy, or where you're acting in a serious role? Which one is less stressful for you?
Comedy is less stressful.
Comedy is less stressful.
Yeah.
Have you done a comedy yet?
I haven't done a comedy yet.
I feel like you want to.
I do. So I paid my own little lane right now with Rich Flex. So
right. Okay, well, you brought him up. Rich Flex. How did you create that character?
I came up with that character just being at home, being my goofy self. I was sitting in the living room with my family, and I had came outside. First of all, let me get down to it. So I graduated esthetician school in March of 2025.
Okay.
A month later.
Congratulations first off.
Thank you. A month later, after graduating, Rich Flex came about. I used my everything that I had professionally from my esthetician school, I was able to use on my face. So I just thought that was just God-given. The whole character is just God-given. God ordained. Everything is his plan. So I joking around. I'm always so goofy. I'm in the house just goofing around. I got these big old shoes on, and I'm walking around the crib, and everybody's just looking and laughing. So I put a voice with it, but it wasn't the Rich Flex voice. It was just me talking like a dude.
Right.
I go in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I'm about to dress this up a little bit more. So I put a pencil on. I put the fake beard on. It was just, I started off with a black pencil.
Right.
They started laughing. I'm like, okay, bet. Let's take this to Walmart. Right now. Let's go to Walmart right now and see how much reaction we can get. I get the reactions that I wanted. I go back, and then I'm showing my dude. He look at it. He like, oh yeah, this funny. This next level right now. This next level. Like we gotta keep doing it. So we ended up going to Walmart again and we just started filming and it just started going crazy from there. And I would just think of like, what could I do to make this even more funnier? Let me grab a life jacket, put the life jacket on. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure my clothes super big. I just wanna be stupid. Like I wanna have like I wanna be people be like, oh yeah, that's Rich Flex right there. You know, I don't wanna be the same as everybody else. I wanna be different. I want the beard to be a certain way. I want the hat to be a certain way. Now I want to start creating a voice. So yeah, and it just came with it like that. Like literally everything was just God.
Do you script any of those? Because a couple of those, not saying they look scripted, but a couple of those, I was like, dang, is she really like the Walmart one just recently with the lady? She was real mad.
Yeah, she was.
She was ready to chase you out. So like, have you ever scripted any of those, or those all be like live and like these raw reactions?
Everything that I do is improv. My best thing, I do it to my best ability to improv everything that I do. I don't want nothing to be scripted unless it has to be.
You did. Who was some of the ones that you did that you had an interaction with? That you was like, I like that they, they gave me the right reaction.
Oh, good energy.
Yeah, good energy.
Big Sean.
Yeah,
and
I figured that one. Angela
for sure.
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked. Who else did you have that was you did a lot of celebrities that it was Big Sean, Angela Yee. You did Boosie, Big X the Plug, Drewski.
Yeah,
that was a
Big
good
X.
one. Snap Dogg.
Yeah.
So I feel like, then you was in the room with all those comedians. What was that like?
Oh, with Jack Funny. Oh my gosh. So okay, talking about that, I'm still learning. You know the
You
concept.
had Mojo Brooks in there. You had a Jack Funny. It was the guy the funny salesman. You had a lot of comedic energy in that. So what was that?
That one was crazy. So a lot of people be like, how do you be so fast with your comebacks? I have 4 uncles. And like one of the youngest one is I'm the closest with. Like that's like my brother, my dad, my uncle all in one. And growing up, like we will always make jokes about each other. So I'm able to be quick with it. So being around that atmosphere because of the simple fact that I felt at that time like they had more followers than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it could be a little intimidating. And I have to remind myself, like, I'm Rich Flex. I'm not Talia Breanna. So still stand up for yourself. Still keep talking because Rich Flex ain't about to take nothing from nobody. So I had to make sure that I'm on the same level because me as a woman is still crazy. Like, I'm dressed up as a man, so I still be having to remind myself, or my manager will be like, you is Rich Flex, bro. Like, you can't, you're not Talia Breanna. So that's the only challenging part that I normally would go through and just reminding myself, like, I know I'm a woman, but you're a character. Portray that character. Become that character. And that's what will make it more
You ever
natural.
get scared that people, like, they won't see you for the acting? They just want Rich Flex. Does that ever bother you? Like, because you're a great actor.
Thank you.
But do you feel like, I don't want to do too much Rich Flex to where it takes away from my acting? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. I feel like Madea walked so Rich Flex can run.
Ooh,
So it's I like how Tyler Perry does Madea, Joe, So I feel like Rich Flex have the capability of doing the same. So I don't think it'll take anything away from who I am as a person because at the end of the day, I am Talia Breanna and I'm portraying Rich Flex. So you know what I'm saying? So it's these my babies. So it's all coming from me, whichever role or any character that I portray. So I don't think it'll take anything from my value or make me any less than, because at the end of the day, it'll still be who I am, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I got you. Do you have any more characters that you wanted to bring?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, possibly.
You got some ideas. Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking with hubby before you came in here, and y'all want to do like turn into like a movie or a complete thing. Are y'all still working on that, or have y'all decided to put that in motion? Like, what is that?
It's definitely a lot of things in motion for Rich Flex and myself as well. So it's like we slowly build in there. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of videos that people still haven't seen yet that I have with celebrities. It's a lot of things that it's just me and him for right now. You know what I'm saying? We slowly building our team right now. Like, we finally just got a casting director. We're looking for another video editor and things like that. So we're slowly progressing. So right now it's not seeming like it's working, but we behind the scenes getting work in for sure.
Has anybody ever asked you to do like a sketch? Because you said yours is just raw, like right there. So have you ever thought about doing a whole sketch with Rich Flex?
I'm open to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
To it.
Now I got to jump back into the acting thing real quick.
For sure.
You in a new movie called Unscripted.
Yes.
Okay, can you talk about your character in Unscripted?
Yes, my name is Tiffany in Unscripted. She is just more so like a schoolgirl. She's all about her work. She's very smart, street smart, but she's book smart, but not street smart. So with her, it's just like she can be naive when it comes to certain men and when it comes to certain things that keeps her off balance and off track when it comes to being in school. She ends up making some decisions because she's so stuck on this guy that she met, and it leads to something at the end, which is a twist. And it's also a lesson learned for all young ladies that's in couples, in relationships right now.
When they brought you the script for this character, what was your first impression?
My first impression was like, what? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, that was actually one of the scripts I had to pray over. Remember when I said,
Really?
I don't know if that was one of the scripts I had to pray over because it's just crazy. It's shocking.
Are you a very religious person? I hear you say that you pray a lot.
Oh, I love God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about religion or spirituality like that. I love God.
Got
and,
you.
And I know God loves me. I've experienced and encountered God, so I know He's real to me. I don't know, I don't
Right.
be speaking about that because I don't know. It's a sensitive topic.
Right.
But yes, I pray and I talk to God. I let God I listen to God, and I let God, keep me on the right path, because without Him, I wouldn't be here.
When it comes to you selecting roles, you said you pray over the roles, and then if it doesn't feel good in your spirit, you turn it down. Have you ever? I mean, you said you've turned down roles before. Have you prayed over it and had to think about it 2 and 3 times, and then you was like, okay, maybe I should do this because the opportunity is so big, I don't want to pass it. Have you ever done that?
I can't say that I have. I know I definitely have prayed over roles before, and when I would be like, I'm not sure if there's something, and I'll definitely ask God for the confirmation, but I'm not sure if I actually was like, I don't think I want to do this. I can't say because I can't do it. I can't remember.
All right, last thing, and I'm gonna let you get up out of here. What is next for you, as far as either Rich Flex or as far as new movies, new whatever you got going on? Let people know what they can be on the lookout for from Talia Breanna.
Just more Rich Flex, more Talia Breanna on Tubi.
Right.
I want to definitely be mainstream, so hopefully eventually I'll be on Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff. As far as Rich Flex, same movies, TV shows, sketch comedy, YouTube series, all types of stuff. Right, we working
Definitely
behind
see all
the
that
scenes.
coming for you.
A tour.
Yeah.
Shawty, where you be, man? Yeah, that's coming soon.
All right, actually, I do got one more question.
Okay.
Doing movies on Tubi, people get labeled when they do Tubi movies. They get labeled Tubi actors. I've asked a few Tubi actors about being labeled that. Does that bother you at all? Being labeled
It doesn't bother me, but I'm not a Tubi actor. I am an actress that's on Tubi.
There you go.
But it doesn't bother me when they be like, oh, that's a Tubi actor, because it's just like it actually feels good to know that Detroit is taking over Tubi right now. So if I look at it that way, I'm just like, oh, they just think it's another person from Detroit. I don't take it personal because some people don't know what they're saying. But other people that's intentionally trying to say it to attack somebody, then, it's like, whatever. You watched the movie anyway, so thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
But
But if your intentions behind it is not trying to like poke or tear somebody down, like, I'm not going to take it personal. I appreciate the support either way.
Talia, thank you for coming in. You're welcome back anytime you want to. Shout out your Instagram for people so they can follow you. Rich Flex, do all that for me real quick.
Yes. Okay, you guys can follow me at Talia Breanna, Talia Breanna, or The Real Rich Flex.
Talia Breanna, thank you. It's 105 when it bounce. Peace.
Peace.